Another fire has gulped large parts of the popular Ladipo motor spare parts market here in Lagos in what has almost become a monthly ritual of tragedy that has stalled development in one of the city's major economic centers. Well, for an update on the situation, Arise senior correspondent joins us now. Good to have you.
Tokunbo Yetunji.
Tokunbo, are you with us? I hope you can hear me.
Right with you.
Yes, Tokunbo. Please go ahead. Give us an update on the situation.
Loud and clear. Can I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, right here with you at the popular spare parts market, popularly known as Ladipo Market here in Mushin area of Lagos. What you see behind me is the building that went up in flames earlier this morning at about 4 a.m. That's the time that the fire started, according to witnesses and accounts that we've got from people, even emergency responders that have been on site here. The fire started at about 4 a.m. and since then they have been battling it. Although the flame has been put out, you can still see smoke billowing from the building, telling us that it is still not safe for people who occupy the place to even go near to try to salvage anything. What we gathered is behind me used to stand a building of 4 different apartments. 3 of those apartments were used for commercial purposes, while one was used for residential. So all the property people who occupy that place are just hanging around now. Majority of them thanking God that nothing actually happened to them, no injury, no casualty, but their property are all gone. But they are still very thankful that they are alive to be able to tell the story of what happened to them. The man who's been coordinating the emergency activities here on site, Ibrahim Farinloye of the National Emergency Management Agency, is just here with me to share, a few things with me on what they have been up to here and what next step they are going to be taking, especially considering the fact that it is still not safe enough for people who transact business and people who reside around here to go closer. Mr. Farinloye joins me. Mr. Farinloye, thank you very much for joining us on this live telecast. Here we are again, another disaster. What do we know so far, sir?
So far, the whole situation has been brought under control. But final operation to end the program will only continue tomorrow. As the situation is heat up, we need to clear all the rubble to see the last level. Though we have made head count of everybody in the building, we all counted the number of people that are correct, but in one scenario, anything can still happen. So that's why we are now still working against tomorrow when excavators will be brought in and the threat of a secondary explosion will be avoided, because if we bring in anything now, possibility is there that some of these products can still get exploded and endanger the lives of operators.
Some of these products, what products specifically, are contained or were there in that structure? Well,
it was suggested they are sort of explosive materials like oil and gas products.
Okay.
Gaseous, yes, acetylene, like gas which is used to fill AC's gas, and we have oil, different type of oil that is being used for automotive, automobile. They are there. We have other like bulbs, all sorts of bulbs for vehicles and household. They are being kept there. So there are various combustible materials that are kept there, which we cannot, if we have it that we are having now, and any vehicle, anything excavator is working there, it will head further explosion. That's why we are now stepping down for a time.
Until the heat goes down completely.
Yes.
I see a commercial bank right behind, right by the side of that structure. There was some kind of damage to it. What do you have to tell us about?
Well, the damage is minimal compared to what could have happened if action had not been taken appropriately. We have about 2,500,000 liters of container there that has AGO, which is stored next to the building. but we were able to manage it. So the damage in that building was minimal compared to what could have happened. However, the bank had evacuated all the cash in their possession early this morning by the time we got there.
Okay, Mr. Faile, thank you very much for talking to us. He's the coordinator of NEMA in the southwest part of Nigeria, Ibrahim Faile, telling us what he knows so far and what next step they are going to be taking to ensure that everything is safe around here, and those who still have business like the commercial bank just behind me, can go back to business, as well as those who operate one store or the other around here, they can go back to their normal businesses. But that may not be possible until another 24 hours at the earliest.
Thank you so much. Senior correspondent Tokunbo Oyetunji, just stay safe.